Welcome to Food Safety 5, twice monthly reports from the Food Safety Magazine editorial desk to keep you abreast of top news stories and current events impacting the food safety sector. I'm your host, Bailey Henderson, the digital editor of Food Safety Magazine. First, in European news, new EU plastic packaging and waste regulations limit PFAS in food packaging, ban single-use plastics for fruit and vegetables under a certain weight, and set forth other changes, coming into effect as early as August 2026. Regarding PFAS, Regulation EU 2025/40, also known as the Packaging and Packaging Waste Regulation, will prohibit forever chemicals in food packaging in exceeding concentrations ranging from 25 parts per billion for non-polymeric PFAS to 50 parts per million for polymeric PFAS. The sum of PFAS, excluding polymeric PFAS, shall not exceed 250 parts per billion. The regulation will apply to food contact packaging placed on the EU market by August 12, 2026. The regulation also prohibits single-use plastic packaging for unprocessed fresh fruits and vegetables weighing less than 1.5 kilograms. There are exceptions when there is a demonstrated need to mitigate water or turgidity loss, microbiological hazards, physical shocks or oxidation, or when there is no other possibility to avoid commingling of organic and non-organic produce. This regulation will apply from January 1st, 2030. Also by 2030, single-use packaging will be prohibited for certain foods and beverages at hotels, restaurants, and catering establishments, such as those consumed on-site and containers for individual portions or servings. For example, coffee creamers and condiment packets. By February 2027, the same establishments must provide and inform consumers about the option to serve food and drink in the customer's own takeout containers for no extra charge. And by February 2028, the sector must provide and inform consumers about a reusable takeout container available at no extra charge. The regulation also sets forth requirements for recyclability and the amount of recycled content in different types of plastic food packaging, which will be phased in between 2030 and 2040. Moving to the US, state food additives bans and legislation targeting generally recognized as safe ingredients, aka GRAS ingredients, are once again making headlines, with the introduction of the Food Safety and Chemical Disclosure Act to the New York State Legislature. The bill is sponsored by Senator Brian Kavanaugh and Assemblymember Dr. Anna Kellis, who hope to see the bill enacted in March as part of the state budget process. Specifically, the bill would prohibit statewide foods that contain potassium bromate, propylparaben, and red dye 3. It would also prohibit in schools the sale of foods containing synthetic colorants, red 40, blue 1, blue 2, green 3, yellow 5, and yellow 6. These are the same additives and colorants that are soon to be banned in California, per the recently passed California Food Safety Act and California School Food Safety Act. The New York bill would also render it unlawful to sell or manufacture foods formulated with the new use of any GRAS substance or combination of GRAS substances, unless a report has been submitted to the New York State Department of Agriculture and is included in a database. Such a report must include certain data and information evidencing a manufacturer's conclusion that a substance is GRAS, and the New York State Department of Agriculture would be required to report GRAS disclosure data in a public database on its website. Often referred to as a loophole by critics, GRAS is a determination that allows additives to enter the food supply without a formal safety review by FDA. Initially intended to allow widely used food ingredients commonly understood to be safe for consumption to remain on the market without extensive review, in the present day, companies have used GRAS as a way to use new additives without subjecting them to formal review. For more information on any of the stories mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the Food Safety Magazine coverage linked in the video description. Check back twice monthly on Tuesdays for the latest Food Safety 5 episodes, available at food-safety.com or on our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.